For Women's History Month, the Santa Clara Commission on the Status of Women is holding an event called Her Story, recognizing prominent women in the community. Combat Hippies is a theater group of multi-generation Puerto Rican veterans on tour. They came to San Jose for 3 exclusive performances from Friday to Sunday. While the red zones will not stop students from parking a scooter on campus, they will now receive a notification on their phones warning them of possible fines. From politics to policing, on Monday night, the Commission on the Status of Women honored Santa Clara County Supervisor Susan Ellenberg, Assembly staff member Stacy Shee, and Sheriff Lori Smith.
That the women who are in custody that have real special needs have a voice.
The Commission presented its former member, Susan Ellenberg, with a certificate of recognition for her past work. Ellenberg is eager to continue working for families in her new position on the Board of Supervisors.
And just basically have a pulse on how the moms are doing so that we can intervene early if a mom or a baby needs support.
The chair of the commission encourages more locals to get involved.
And then we go and sort of lobby our supervisors to give us budgets for domestic violence shelters or mental health or women that are incarcerated.
Working for more than 40 years in Santa Clara County, the Commission takes a look at community issues through the lens of race and gender.
There's something about that. There's something about the uplifting and the power that's behind making sure that there's equity and access to programming for women and for young women as well.
The Commission chairs various committees, funds grants, and listens to residents' concerns about equity.
The reason I came today was to learn about how the meeting goes, so I can come with my agenda and my vision.
Members also work with other women's advocacy programs in the Bay Area to create a network of resources.
To get their rights, everybody really needs to be working together, and so that's something that we're really advocating for and trying to unite the communities. That's kind of why I was here today, and unite the Bay.
The commissioners say the goal of the group is to make sure the voices and needs of women in Santa Clara County are heard. Live on campus, Chelsea Nguyen-Flaga, Update News. A year after motorized scooters rolled into San Jose, they've become so popular on campus, they're raising safety concerns. In response, the university has designated the campus a red zone to prevent people riding or dismounting scooters on campus.
It was a good method to get to class fast. I used to use them, I guess not anymore.
Most of the safety concerns revolve around motorized vehicles going over the 5 miles per hour speed limit.
People don't really use the little bell you're supposed to use to hear it coming, so you could probably easily run into someone with it.
SJSU now has 7 drop-off zones around the edge of campus called Blue Areas.
We're trying to encourage people to park in these designated areas. We're trying to encourage Lime and Bird to enforce these areas.
Motorized scooters left on campus will be impounded and released back to the scooter sharing companies. Skateboards and self-propelled scooters will still be allowed. While the red zones will not stop students from parking a scooter on campus, they will now receive a notification on their phones warning them of possible fines. University police will pass out warnings of the new policy in the next few weeks. Both scooter sharing companies are working with SJSU to set up future events for rider awareness. On campus, Chelsea Nguyen-Flaga, Update News. Hundreds of people sought scarce downtown parking Sunday to attend San Jose Day. Food trucks lined one side of the festival. Behind them, a row of carefully polished motorcycles and vintage cars.
And I wanted different kinds of vendors, builders, painters, clothing, jewelry, food, you name it. I wanted a little bit of everything.
Even though it's grown exponentially since its inception, the focus of San Jose Day remains the same: local art.
And the artists are here themselves selling their own paintings, so you really get to know them as well. So it's pretty awesome.
With 55 vendors, 5 musicians, and hundreds of people, San Jose Day delivers a culture-infused festival as spring heats up. The booths showcased art in different mediums, from stained glass to sculpture to paintings.
They're buying art, and then there's just so many good connections.
The makers of the official apparel were also there, making freshly inked posters for a passerby to have a memento.
Today exceeded my expectations. I wasn't sure how many, I didn't think that it was going to be this big. This is the most people I've ever seen inside this Gordon Biersch events.
Together We Create, a nonprofit that connects at-risk youth to art, created graffiti art on the scene.
The Bay Area is an amazing hub for art, but so much has been overlooked in San Jose.
Definitely more of a positive spin on things that are going on, because too much of the urban scene of San Jose is misconstrued as negative and gang-related.
People attending the festival say supporting the art scene reminds them that Silicon Valley is about more than just tech. In San Jose, Chelsea Nolan-Flaga, Update News. Eastside residents and activists are stepping up their demands for the restoration of a once historic Chicano mural. They're hoping the original artist can recreate what was lost. In San Jose, more than 100 people gathered to celebrate Chinese New Year. Santana Row honored the Year of the Pig with multiple performances for people to enjoy. Damano Ibarra has more on the story. International Transgender Day of Visibility is March 31st. SJSU students are using the opportunity to inform the campus community about transgender issues.